Hello everyone, we have our news for the week, so let's take a look. Maintenance, normal time as usual. Ending with maintenance, we have the Power of Destruction raid event. Also, the Esper of Destruction Lapis Replica exchange shop is ending, so if you still have any of the Esper of Destruction Lapis Replica, use that before maintenance, otherwise you're going to miss out on that. And coming up, we have Clash of Wills with a new global unit. So we get a log in there, we get 30 shards. They're not premium. Their shards are in the shop. We're getting an extra Esper of Hope Lapis Replica login. So in total, 14 days, it's going to be another 5,000 of the Esper of Hope Lapis Replica there. We have some new vision cards. So one for the new unit. Winged Officer Celeste. So her card is just, it's okay, it's not terrible, but I mean, we have better cards that we're probably going to be wanting to use. 140 attack on it, 50% health and attack and limit damage, 50% attack and defense, and another 50% defense when using a greatsword. And then Brave Expius only will get 1,000 health and 500 attack. Could be handy if you need the extra health with the attack. And then there is a global card as well. So this one's 160 attack and magic, 60% attack and magic, 50% water resist, 75% beast and stone killer. It's got an ability that anybody can use. It's going to be a beast killer for one ally. So you can target somebody else with this. Looks like it's going to ramp up over 3 turns. Probably going to end up 250 is going to be my guess on that. We've already had one of these in the past, so a little odd that they'll bringing it back on a different card. And then Brave Expius only will get 500 flat attack and magic. So, okay card. I mean, we do have a few sources of beast killer buffs. One being our good support in Melissa. Okay card overall, nothing to chase just for the card. We have our Clash information. So we did have a live stream on Sunday as well. They gave us a little bit of extra information on things. So one thing to note, and they have it right here. Starting with this Clash, it's not going to be Clash of Wills another. We're going back to plain Clash of Wills. So the Mania mode and the focus abilities and everything is not going to be a part of this. So we'll have to see if they threw in some annoying gimmicks to make things hard like they were before, or if this is just going to be the easy first of the season fight or not. Obviously, going with the trend of reusing old sprites. So we have a very generic sprite overall, even with the markup. Beast, Human, Machine. Weakness, Water and Light seems to be the main weakness. Lightning seems to be like probably the neutral, especially because counters if not dealt water or light damage. So it's looks like we can't even use lightning to seal the boss, so you're gonna have to do water or light of some kind anyway. Uses water and light physical attacks, non-elemental magic attacks, possibly wanting a magic tank overall depending on how many attacks it does of each type. Can mirage itself, which is going to be annoying. Reduces water and light resist, expected, and will reduce resistance to paralyze and paralyze. Special bonus morale for imbuing water or light. So again, even though lightning is listed as an element, you're really not going to do just a lightning team. Special ability we get, just 150 water and light resist buff. It's fine overall. So adding in 3 new items as well. So this looks like it's going to be just like the last set of 3. It's going to be the costly orbs to craft and everything. So we get the crown. Could be a helm. Kind of has helm look to it. Could also be a hat. So we'll have to see what this is exactly. 25 attack and magic, 100 defense spirits, 15% to elemental resist. It's not bad overall. It's got the 150 morale per turn, just like the other items. Has 1500 flat health, 200% health, and restore health every turn. So that is a very nice HP item. And then it's got a cooldown, can use every 5 turns, restore health, revive, fully heal the entire party, and also revive on the party for 1 time. Overall, that's pretty nice. We get a robe, so 45 attack and magic, 80 defense spirit, nullify, silence, and confusion. Also has the morale per turn. This has 100% health, mana, attack, and magic on it, and 200% defense and spirit, so not bad on defensive gear overall. And then it has the cooldown, remove some negative status effects, and remove some status effects from all allies. So this seems to be just a remove everything from the party, both negative and beneficial. If it was beneficial, if it was negative only and left the beneficial stuff, would be super useful. But reading this here with the second part, remove some status effects, looks like it's going to remove beneficial stuff as well. Limits the use a little bit, still could be useful though for curing something annoying here and there. And then we have accessory, the Bracer of Will, 40 to all stats, 25% water, wind, and earth resists, morale per turn. And has a Magnus ability on this one, increase the duration of certain positive effects for 1 ally. On the live stream, they did mention this will boost LB damage buff as well. So, main thing here is going to be how many extra turns do we get out of the buffs. And it says positive status should, so we're figuring probably stat buffs, the LB percentage buff. Have to see if it also does maybe amps, because if it extends amplify as well, that would be super nice. Unfortunately, not enough data to tell. So the bracer could be super handy here and there. The robe with the cooldown would be a lot more useful if it didn't look like it was going to dispel the beneficial buffs as well. But could be useful in a pinch. And then the crown with full heal and re-raise for the party is pretty much just a reset ability. Looks pretty nice as well. So, new season, we get a new shop going. So, unit selection this time is pretty good. They have Abigail in the shop. She is an awesome magic tank. Anybody that doesn't have her should definitely grab a copy. Paladin Sylvie, still used quite a bit, honestly. She's a good support. We got Ace. Not used that quite as much. Warrior's not used all that much either. And Emperor kind of got replaced by other breakers. Ninja Edge, not used all that much. We get the 2 Materias. So Gleaming Rain, 50% health, 80% water and light resist, and 5% mana per turn. So very nice bulk resist materia. And then we have Escape Artist, 50% evade, both physical and magic. So this is pretty interesting overall, mainly because of the magic side of things. So this is the highest percentage evasion from magic that we're going to be able to put on somebody. The big thing to keep in mind though, magic evasion does not stack like physical evasion. Magic evasion will only use the highest percentage, and as far as magic tanks are concerned, at least a lot of the ones that we have lately, they already have magic evasion in the kit. And it's already like 50. Like Chow has 50%. I think Abigail's pretty sure she has some magic evasion. I'd have to double check. But overall, could be nice little materia to toss here and there just for a chance to get out of a couple of attacks. And that's about it for there. So, big news is they're not doing the Clash of Wills another. Part of the thing that they had announced in the past, they were focusing development time on Clash of Wills Another, and that was one of the reasons why a bunch of stuff was getting skipped. Obviously, we've been complaining about skipped stuff. So hopefully this means that they're giving up the Clash of Wills Another to not skip everything. We'll have to see, because obviously a bunch of stuff is being skipped already. Live stream they did tell us that this upcoming week is the Clash of Wills, and the week after is going to be Xenogears collab, which should be like 2 weeks. This does tell us that the War of the Visions collab that we're getting the free Stern for is getting skipped outside of free Stern. So don't expect to see anything from the War of the Visions collab outside of our free Stern. Also, most likely, the 4 Esper of Destruction units that we didn't get already, most likely are getting skipped as well. So, global original unit means we don't have anything to look at for the JP side of things, so we can only go off of what the live stream told us and what the information we have here. So, Neovision Plus base unit, which is kind of nice. Also, True Brave Shift, super nice. And supposedly has good buffs. We'll have to wait for the data mine to see all the numbers there. So, special card, they do have the card step up. We have secondary rate up units as well. So the secondary rate ups, Mets, Titus, Prompto, and Cecil. Honestly, fairly decent overall. I mean, Titus himself isn't used too much unless they're going to give him some upgrades, which everything they've been skipping. Not super hopeful on that. But the other 3 units are very useful. And Titus does have the super with the LB buff for units that don't have it in the kit. Not premium, only need 10 tickets to pity. And they have the other banner there with no guarantees on it whatsoever. Also note that they're doing the cash banners as well. So for the unit, base form listed as attacker buffer and shift form attacker only. I do like the sprites. This is another sprite from the Chinese server that shut down. So both sprites are kind of nice. So NV Plus unit at EX3, we get the special Neovision Plus Materia, 500 flat attack for Clash of Wills category. Pretty useful overall. Super Trust, also Materia, 100% chain cap and 100% killer to both beast and machine. So always nice to see killers with some other effect. So overall, decent materia there for the super. Regular Trust, only she can use 200 attack. She'll get a 600 flat attack and 100% limit damage. I mean, obviously, this is only usable for her. Leader skill. So 750 attack and magic, 200 defense spirit for Clash of Wills and light category. And then in Clash morale fights, 1000 attack and magic and 750 defense and spirit for Clash and light units. Her secondary element is lightning. It kind of would have been nice if they added lightning too, because this is just like, I mean, it feels like they kind of want her to just replace Mireille. But we'll have to see what the kit has and all. Plus, at least Mireille is still decent damage and has some interesting buffs to help out. So EX ability that they feature has chain cap on it. Most likely, this means that she might... There's 2 ways that they could do it. One, because her super is chain cap on it. You might need probably like EX2 or 3 for her not to need anything other than just her super. Well, the other way is because this is a featured EX ability, she'll have full chain cap in the kit at like EX2 or 3 and won't need her super. Especially because the regular trust is the weapon. So the featured abilities, so we get Dazzling Neon. So this is her field effect. We did get numbers from the live stream, so it's a 70% light boost field and a 50% lightning field. I don't remember them mentioning the other effects, but it does reduce lightning and light resist for all enemies. Boost lightning and light resist. And fill limit for the caster, fill morale gauge, and then activate area effect. And it looks like it's just on demand, so you can use it for the morale fill depending on how much that is. Also nice to have the field on demand because sometimes bosses like to put up a field and replace it on you. And then we do have this Magnus, and it looks like it's actually not locked to morale, which is interesting. So it removes some status effects, remove other imbues to the party, add light to the party, boost light damage, and then it's going to activate the next 2 turns. So it's going to be like a 3-turn total. The one thing that they didn't mention on the live stream, instead of ramping up like all the other ones that we have in the game at the moment, this one's going to be 100% light boost for the 3 turns. So this is rather nice to have outside of morale fights, honestly. They also mentioned that she's going to have a stat and limit buff for the party. Don't remember them mentioning any numbers on that, so we'll have to wait for the data mine to see just what she has in the kit, because they were kind of stressing that she's a decent buffer, and then she's also a Neovision Plus, so she's also going to do decent damage. But again, we don't have all the numbers to know now, so we're waiting for the data mine. Overall, though, the sprite and what they've been saying makes me want to pull. But I'm going to wait for the data mine to make my final decision there. And then anybody that's deciding how they want to use their resources, just know that the week after this, they did mention Xenogears collab. And that should be 2 weeks with 4 units, I think, if they give us everything. And that's pretty much all the news we have, so we're at least getting something more than just the dead week. Pretty much only Clash of Wills this week and the new unit. But we'll have to see if they stop skipping so much stuff with not doing the Clash of Wills another. I am hoping that is the case, but again, we'll see. And seeing that's all we have, we're going to end this video here. Hope everybody enjoyed.